Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com, and I'm about to talk about the new moon, and that's happening on the 8th of May. However, I'd like to just show you something of the energy that we've all been going through, April. So that last new moon in April was a solar eclipse, full on. There it is down here. So there's Venus, Moon, that's the North Node, Sun, Chiron, Mercury, all in Aries. Very tough. And then also Mercury retrograde, virtually all the month of April. And we also then have planets all passing across Saturn and Neptune, especially Mars. So Mars, a planet of action, was in Pisces. It is not in a favourable sign. However, all has changed. Here we are. This is the new moon, and the new moon here is now in Taurus rather than Aries. And we still have a whole group of planets in the same signs. We've got 5 planets in Taurus. We have 1 North Node, 2, 3 planets in Aries. And we still have Saturn and Neptune both in Pisces. So this affects you if you are a Piscean, an Arian, a Taurian, and if you have the opposite signs. So the opposite sign for Taurus is Scorpio, for Aries it's Libra, and Pisces it's Virgo. So most noticeable will be, of course, that Mars has arrived in its own sign. Venus is in her own sign of Taurus. So this is a very good balance of energy. Mars is the masculine, Venus is the feminine, Venus is the goddess, it's the empress, and Mars wants action. In the tarot, it connects to the emperor. Notice down here the elements. I'm using the basic chart here for a change. So we have a very strong earth sign because of all the Taurian planets. We've also got, it's very fixed. Taurus is a fixed sign. We have got fire, that's the Aries energy, and we have got cardinal, which means we can start things. That's what the Aries sign is all about. Notice the lack here of air. The only planet in an air sign right now is Pluto in Aquarius. Hardly conducive to good communication. That will help once the moon itself moves into Gemini. But that's only a temporary thing of 2.5 days. Water signs, again, they're not, you can't see any what's in water sign, nothing at all. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, there is Pisces, but it's got Saturn and Neptune, which are hardly, what should we say, they're not easy planets, both neither of them. Saturn does represent blocks, resistance, heavy duty, it's gravity, and then Neptune, it's at the last degree of Pisces. It will go retrograde, so it won't actually move into Aries this year. But Neptune can be a feeling of sadness, of grief, of disappointments. It weakens. It's very weak when a planet is next to Neptune. However, if it's in your chart next to Neptune, a personal planet, it can bring great psychic gifts. Very important. And I can see that a lot with my clients. So the energy of Venus moving towards the Sun, which happens only one day in the entire year, and that energy is extremely good for manifesting. So at this new moon, I suggest you do write out your new moon wishes, what you would like to come into your life over the next month, because that's one new moon to the next new moon. We will be getting later in the month the movement of Jupiter on the 25th. Will go into Gemini for a whole year. So that brings more communication energy for sure. However, it's not in its best sign. Planets have their favourite signs. Think of planets like the actors in the play of your life, and the costumes are what they wear. So the planet Jupiter prefers Sagittarius. It's happier there, and it can be very confusing in Gemini. It can be trying to do too many things at once. So just be aware of that. Focus can come from Saturn, absolutely. However, in the sign of Pisces, it's not really easy. Making your list gives the universe an opportunity to bring things towards you. It is the power of positive thinking. I love the work of Dr. Wayne Dyer. He's very good at that. The power of intention. That's one of his very good books. I recommend it. It's a very good book, especially if you're feeling that kind of sigh, that deep sigh of Neptune. We also have got, on the 18th of May, Venus will join Uranus, and also on that day the Sun joins Jupiter. That's a real good day for the diary. And manifesting, important. So remember, April, I would say, is must be the worst month of the entire year. You can't get, everything that's happened is like, so be aware everything is moving, everything is changing, and for the better. Take advantage of enjoyment of Venus in Taurus. Take advantage of Mars now, focusing. It's the head, Aries, it rules the head. So it is that going head first and recognizing when you're with your heart, which is very Taurian, very physical, and that air is lacking. Okay, be aware of that. But notice earth and fire work really well together. It was often noticed in publishers, for instance. They've got that dynamic Aries quality, pioneer energy of fire, and it's financially very viable, which is the earth energy. Thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com.